Hey everybody, so today I'm going to be explaining a very interesting conspiracy theory of FIFA 23. Yes, FIFA 23. I know it's a sport game. It's not really spooky or anything else like that. I have never seen or heard anyone talk about this before because, well, to be honest, it's kind of dumb. It's pretty silly, really. If you're like me and you play FIFA career mode, I get really into it and like really imagine that these players are really my players and the team is really my team. For instance, when a player is not happy with his contract and he's one of my best players or an exciting prospect, or I just really like him, I want him to want to play at my team, so I give him a new contract. I know a lot of players don't play like this and they pay the minimum for the players so they can get more transfer budget, but I really like to play as if this is my team. This conspiracy theory will make more sense if you play the way I do. If you don't play the way I do and you're more of the keep all the money, save the budget, all that type of stuff, this won't really make sense and it'll be really dumb to you guys specifically. So if you haven't heard or if you don't play FIFA career mode all that much, they added a new feature called play highlights. When you click on it, which you can find before your next game in the middle next to team management, it says play highlights. In the game, it puts you at the beginning of the play, so it basically tells you what to do. Like for instance, if you were doing a Chicago Fire career mode, it would say Chicago Fire crossing opportunity or Chicago Fire solo run. It's a very fun way to play the game, I think, personally. Yeah, there's a lot of bugs, honestly a huge, incredible amount of bugs, but it's still really fun. But if you look there on your left, right there, see how when the countdown starts, all the players are completely frozen? They don't move at all, but if you take a quick look at the crowd, you see that everybody is still jumping, moving, screaming, chanting for your team, even when they're frozen. Let's say these fans are actually people. These are fans that virtually paid their virtual hard-earned money at their virtual jobs. So let's say even though when you play the highlights only, the game itself only really lasts about 5 minutes, but let's say for the sake of the conspiracy theory that the game is 90 minutes, the players are there for 90 minutes, the fans are there for 90 minutes for the entire game, plus halftime, all that stuff. That would mean there would be probably about 2 hours or so. That would mean that when a player are frozen, they're obviously not aging. They're not really even comprehending that the world is going on around them. So that would mean one of two things. Either the fans are the only people living at the moment or the players aren't living at all at the moment. So let's talk about if the fans were the only people living first. That would mean if you bought a ticket to a soccer game, you would leave older than you should. For example, if you bought a ticket, let's say the game was just over 2 hours. That would mean in real life, you'd be gone for 2 hours after each game. But these people in the game would be slightly older than that. They would probably be about 2.5 hours older. So basically going to a soccer game would be putting you in a whole different universe, kinda. Little spoiler alert here, but think about Interstellar. They landed on a planet and time was moving so much faster. So when they got off the planet after some inconveniences, they saw that one of their partners in the expedition is way older than they are. It would basically be like that. After going to one game, it wouldn't make much difference, but if you had a whole season ticket or just came to a lot of games throughout life, then it would have a major effect on you and your life. Now for the quick other side. What if the players themselves were the only people to stop living while the countdown happened? That would mean they would only be aging probably an hour while they're playing the game instead of 2, which one game wouldn't do much, just like the fans. But if you started playing professional soccer whenever you were 18 and then later retired at around 40 or so, your life would be extremely different. Most likely you could play an extra season or 2 before you feel old enough to retire, which could be looked at as a good thing, but most people probably think of it as a bad thing because you age at a slower rate than your family. So that would mean that if you and your wife both are 18 at the time, whenever you guys turn up to be 40 and you're a professional soccer player, you would probably be about a year or so younger than her. And I know that this is a super silly and weird, but it's definitely something I think about when I play FIFA 23. I know this was a silly conspiracy theory, and it really makes no sense because no one in real life really got hurt or was affected or anything at all by FIFA. I would just like to think that if you put your head where my head is for a minute and you think, oh, well, if these are your real fans, they're living while your whole team is frozen. It's pretty ridiculous. But if you guys enjoy spooky videos or videos like this, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe, and let me know let me know what you guys think about this. And I don't want to hear people be like, oh, well, real life, that wouldn't be a countdown. So, just put your head where my head is for a minute again. And until next time, take it easy, guys.